Before I start, please do remember to like and subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this, and that the blog link containing the recipe will be in the description box down below. See you! Hello, this is Javier and welcome to my Imperfect kitchen. So today I'll be sharing with you how to make these hot chocolate cookie cups. I really love this because they make a really fun and easy Christmas snack that you can definitely mass produce very simply and just share with your friends. Honestly, I'm actually feeling a little awkward filming now because unlike the previous videos where I actually just did it at home, my family members are actually awake now. So throughout this video, I think I feel a little more shy and awkward. So yeah, I'll be bringing you through this recipe first by starting with the ingredients. So first of all, the very standard ingredient, we have some softened butter. Along with that, we have brown and white sugar, all-purpose flour, and 1 large egg along with digestive biscuits, salt and baking soda. So with my digestive biscuits, I know this sounds a little weird, like why am I adding digestive biscuits to this cookie recipe of mine? But I feel that because we are going to fill these cookie cups with a chocolate filling, which can make it quite sweet, I'm adding these digestive biscuits to not just add a slight crunch to the cookie crust, but this also provides a more wholesome and hearty flavor. I feel that ultimately you still have to try it to know the best results. So with that, I'm going to start by bringing you through the recipe. First of all, I've already preheated my oven to 180 degrees or 350 F. So first of all, with my softened butter at room temperature, I'm going to just stir it slightly to soften it up and loosen it up before I cream in with the 2 sugars. I'm now going to go ahead and cream my butter with my 2 sugars. But why I'm using a whisk is so that it can actually break up the sugar clumps and allow the sugar to better dissolve in the batter later on, and such that when your friends or your family eat it, there won't be unsightly lumps of sugar that just get lodged in the baked good. Yeah. So after I have creamed the butter and sugar, the standard step will be, of course, to add an egg. And make sure that this egg is at room temperature. If it's not at room temperature, it will cause the butter to harden again, and you have to repeat the process of allowing your butter to stay at room temperature to soften again, which is a very time-wasting process, and I feel that it's very anticlimactic, like to suddenly have to wait again when you're all ready and set out to bake. So yeah, just whisk in the egg as well. It's okay if you actually convert to a spoon here, but since my whisk is already dirty, I'll just continue with my whisk. And you want to continue this until there's no longer any dark yellow streak of egg yolk. That is always how I actually deduce whether the egg is fully incorporated with my butter and sugar. Next up, I'll be adding my vanilla essence. Along with the vanilla essence, I'll be adding in my salt and baking soda. What you don't want to do is just immediately just dump in one whole lump of salt or baking soda. What I like to do is to just take a small spoon of the salt or baking soda and just evenly sprinkle over the surface. This actually already helps to further, this is an extra step that you can do to further allow an even spread of your baking ingredients, especially for ingredients that are used in small amounts. And again, just whisk it in. This will be the consistency of the batter that you want up to this stage. So some checkpoints is that number 1, there are no longer any lumps of sugar. 2, there are no longer any lumps of baking soda, which will be extremely bad because it will taste extremely bitter. And 3, you can see that the batter is of a uniform consistency and there is only a single color. This signifies that this is actually well mixed and you can proceed on to the next step. We have now reached the final step for the assembling of the cookie cups, when I'm going to add the digestive biscuits and the flour. So you want to just evenly distribute both the flour and the digestive biscuits. So you want to just mix it in until there are no longer any clumps of flour left. I'm done mixing for the cookie batter, and these are some checkpoints that you want to note. Number 1, there are again no longer any lumps of brown sugar or baking soda, in case you notice any. Please do not mix up the clumps of digestive biscuits for brown sugar though. I almost did that. And after which, number 2, you'll notice that this mixture is actually very clumpy, which is what you want, so that it can sustain the shape of the cookie cup. So I just came back from washing my hands. Make sure you wash your hands and your muffin tin prior to shaping the cookie dough against the regular size muffin tin.
Unless you really, maybe you can dislike your friends or family members.
I'll be using a tablespoon for my measurement. So this tablespoon of cookie dough is about 30 grams. I'll be using about 2 tablespoons of cookie dough, which is 60 grams. And what you want to do here is to take the cookie dough and just use your finger to gently push it to the sides of the muffin tin. Here's a tip for you. You will notice that my tray is actually really wet. So why I utilize water here is that because it allows the sugar within the batter to dissolve and allow me to spread the cookie cup better and more evenly. This is the one using just my finger, and the remaining 5 are those that I use water. You will realize that it's way easier. Now I'll pop them into my oven, preheated already at 180 degrees. You might feel that they look a little messy, but I mean, wherever life is messy, everything will work out eventually, and so will these cookie cups after they come out of your oven. Once it's out of the oven, you might be in shock, like what just happened to my cookie cups. Why are they so completely filled and they look nothing like what I have placed them in? So fret not, immediately once you have taken it out of the oven, use a rounded object. Here I'm using my pestle, which in the first place why I actually use the pestle to grind the digestive biscuits. I'm just going to gently press it and push it against the corners of the muffin tin to create the shape of the cup. While waiting for the cookie cup to cool, I've heated up some heavy whipping cream, and I'm going to add them to my chocolate chips. These are the only 2 ingredients you need to make the chocolate filling, which is a chocolate ganache. And you can even use this chocolate ganache to use it to frost cakes, and they make a really good, rich, chocolatey filling. So what you want to do is just take the heated heavy whipping cream and cover all over your chocolate chips. And just let it sit for 5 minutes. So what you want to do here for the heavy whipping cream, how do you know that it's hot enough is that when you are heating at about medium-low heat, once there are bubbles appearing around the corners of the saucepan, that's when it's done. So now I'll just let it rest for 5 minutes. I'm currently right now at the 5-minute mark. As you can see, my heavy whipping cream is fully covering my chocolate chips. And I'm now going to stir it to let you see the magic behind this chocolate ganache. And there you have it, your chocolate ganache. At this stage, you might actually want to add in some flavorings. That is optional. For me, I'm adding in some peppermint extract. You can add it according to taste. So yeah, it's according to your preference. I'm just going to add it in and stir again. Now that the rain is slowing down and I have just woken up from my really comfortable afternoon nap, I can finally show you how to assemble this cookie cup and give you a rough idea. You can definitely feel free to customize it according to the way you like it or the way your family members like it. So now I'll just do a close-up. So this will obviously be what you have, except I've already eaten one. I was really hungry and I wanted an afternoon snack. So now, how you can dislodge this is to just take a knife and gently go through the corners of this muffin tin, and your cookie cup will come out in no time. So let me just take this one out. And there you have it. This is the cookie cup that you have. And now I'm going to show you how I would like to assemble it. So now I'm going to show you how to assemble it. So here we have our cookie cup. The first thing I would like to do, of course, will be to add the base chocolate filling. And so there you have it. You can definitely, of course, clean up such blemishes, but for now I'm just going to leave it here. And next, I'm going to break up a waffle or biscuit stick. This is how it will look like. I'm pretty sure it looks really familiar to all of you. So I have broken it up to smaller pieces, and what this will do is that it will act as if like it's a straw. And I'm just going to put it in. I'm just going to place that in the way I want it. And finally, I'm going to top it off with some mini marshmallows. And there you have it, a really simple and cute cookie cup for your Christmas parties. This is a close-up of the chocolate cookie cup, and you can see that I have already refrigerated it overnight. And this is how it will look like on the inside. Let me take a bite first. You can see the amount of chocolate in there, and it's a really enjoyable snack.